Yo, we all know what each other is. This was going on with our culture, right? Y'all came to the hood, y'all was standing right here. So, bro, like, who them niggas? Who them niggas? And I'm like, nah, them the bros. I'm like, let's introduce ourselves to them so they can know what we do. Yo, we all know what each other is, so we can know it's all love and it's peace. We don't want people to not trust being around each other. And that's what we got with our people. We don't trust each other. We always think of somebody to op. I'm like, them ain't no op. Them some regular niggas chilling. Let's go meet them. So I got the bro, I brought him down there for y'all to meet y'all, to let y'all know it's all love. We gotta be able to trust each other, respect what we all out here doing. And we all right here at the hub. We be here all the time. Y'all can come, get with us. We got young kids, older kids. We all getting together and just trying to bring unity out here. Summertime come, we want all y'all on the same page. We want everybody to trust each other. I don't care what hood you from. We one hood, we Newark, we together, we push new direction for the culture, because I come from the gang culture. And I was out here, I did 15 years in prison. Came home with a vision for my people. And we need our people.
What's going on, Rob? What's going on, family?
Salute, man. Salute to everybody, man. Another day, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. We appreciate it if y'all call in to the show and help us further the discussion of the topics. You know, last week we said we was going to have a class in session for the FBAs. Rob just brought a topic to my attention about Tabitha Brown. Yeah, we gotta this Tabitha Brown conversation too, that fam. But first, you know what we do every podcast. How your week been, my brother?
Oh man, week been good, man. Just helping family, spending time with the family. Kid, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Yeah, man, week been good. Another day above water, fighting for the people, man. Just, you know, doing what you love. It's always a blessing just being alive, man. We gotta appreciate the small things sometimes, you know.
Yeah, that's true, man. I enjoy myself this week also, fam. And you do gotta appreciate the small things. My perspective also. I turned 45 this week. You know what I'm saying? That's something to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Life, moving farther in life, having just a life experience. You know, something about that five in the middle of the decade lets you know that you're closer to the next decade for some reason. When it's just time seems like it's flying, I still feel like I'm 17, Rob.
That's what's up, man. For real. Hey, listen, we all kids at the end of the day. We still, you don't want to, I heard somebody say you don't want to stop that kid mentality that you had of fighting for your dreams and wanting to do things. So,
yeah,
you know, I think that's important to keep that hunger.
That childlike nature, you know.
That childlike nature, you know, you don't want to get too grown to where you just out of sight with everything and you feel like I'm older. You know what I mean?
That's
all
true.
Still got that kid in the
salute. We interrupt this program. We highly
salute to my boy, for real.
Yeah.
He always tapping in. So what's good, man? So what we got today, Tabitha Brown? I know we was getting on, we was gonna talk about powernomics.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is a very important issue. Because you sent me something today. You sent me something about Antoine Daniels.
Yeah.
And you was, you know, I heard his perspective, and now I'm hearing Tabitha's perspective.
I was a little harsh. Yeah, I was a little harsh.
You was harsh. But I was like, let me hear FBA community. Let me hear, because now Al Sharpton is the one who's standing on this boycott. Now I'm gonna be real. I'm not an Al Sharpton supporter. I never felt like I aligned with his structure of what he's going on about trying to, you know, help the Black community. I always just seemed a little funny to me. But I was telling you about that, and I just wanted to dig deeper, and we need to come up with a conclusion of how do we feel about this whole process. And I want to tap in with y'all, what y'all feel about this boycotting for DEI. That's what they're trying to have everybody do.
Yeah.
So
boycotting what though? Because I haven't heard this. I'm learning this from you, and I want to know, what are they presenting us to boycott, fam?
They presenting us just to boycott for DEI. Okay, because I mean, I'm a firm believer. If you watch my channel, I always say, look, all of the systems that we had, nothing has worked. You get what I mean? Ain't nothing working. It is, we are being, I forget how I called it. We were intruded. Our culture has been intruded. So now we got we don't even got the real FBAs like we seen with, you know, President Obama and Kamala Harris. These people
Yeah,
aren't really, they're not even representing us really. So
yeah, yeah.
it's hard for us to jump on anything.
The people that's in politics aren't FBAs. The people that is perceived to be leaders in hip hop culture and in hip hop media isn't FBAs. You know,
Right.
we need, and what I want them to do, and is something that is intentionally for us and something that is specific for us. And that ain't what, you know what I'm saying, I think has been done when it comes to things on a major scale.
Exactly. I agree with you.
You want to get to the video, fam?
Yeah, let's get into the video of what Tabitha said. This coming from, I think, Realum
Mm-hmm.
TV channel, but yeah, let's get it, man. Let's see what she's saying and see how we gonna handle this.
Tell me
It's
if you,
real business.
when you hear a stopping point, tell me a point where you want to further the discussion. I'm gonna just play it.
Okay, yeah.
It has been a tough week, right? And baby, it's been a tough 2025 and we are still in January. But I know many of you are asking and have asked and sent me messages about the recent DEI announcements at Target as well. And as disheartening as it is for me, I'm not the only one affected by this, right? It's for everyone who is a woman-owned business, minority-owned businesses, Black-owned businesses. It's for so many of us who work so very hard to be placed into retail, to finally be seen and approved for retail. Because contrary to whatever the world might tell you, it has been very hard for Black-owned businesses to hit shelves, right? Which is why it's such a big deal when we do finally land inside of retail. So it is definitely heartbreaking to feel unsupported, right? However, I am in business in multiple ways, with Target, with Walmart, and Amazon, right? I sell Donna's Recipe, my hair care products, right, are on Amazon. They're also in Target. And of course, I have a huge partnership with Target. I sell my seasonings at Walmart. I do business all over, just like many other people. And what I can tell you is, if we all decide to boycott and be like, no, we're not spending no money at these organizations. Listen, I get it. And if that's how you feel, honey, I 1000% get it. But so many of us will be affected and our sales will drop. Our business will be hurt. And if any of you know business, it doesn't just happen overnight where you can just go take all your stuff and pull it off the shelves. There's a process. And then you got to, like, where you going to put it? You got to have a place to store it. That's money, right? You got to have another place to sell it, which is almost impossible sometimes. And even if you sell online, it's a process when it comes to business. And everyone does not have the funds or the means or the availability, the space to house their own products, right? But the thing that concerns me the most, and I want you to hear me and hear me well, if we all decide to stop supporting said businesses and say, you know, I can't buy nothing from there, even the businesses who were affected by the DEI ban, right? What that does is you take all our sales and they dwindle down. And then those companies get to say, oh, your products are not performing. And they can remove them from the shelves. and then put their preferred businesses on the shelves. And then what happens to all the businesses who've worked so hard to get where they are? Then what happens, right? Now, I know that something that could solve it is ownership of these big corporations, right? It's a long way to go there. There are amazing companies like the Village Market in Atlanta, right, who support small businesses. And you can go in there and there's some amazing things that you can buy. But it's one store and it's very small. We're talking about mass market. You can't build that overnight. Do we all sometimes have these big dreams and aspirations to do that? Absolutely, right? But it is easier said than done, but it's not impossible. But until then, and in order to get there, we unfortunately have to play the game.
Let's stop it right there, family, and converse.
Playing the game.
Let's stop it right there. Play the game.
Yeah.
Boycott on Walmart and Target that is gonna be tough because that's where a majority of the people shop at, fam. That is the main places that.
I mean, well, we got to look at it like this.
Yeah.
Are we boycotting or are we saying, look, we ain't doing it no more, let's build our own? Like, what are we doing? Are we just, you get what I'm saying?
That's something that, a lot of people was talking about when Colin Kaepernick was trying to kneel and make everybody kneel with the NFL. You can take initiative to do something, but you can't expect nobody to agree with what you take an initiative to if you don't have no plan moving forward. Do you agree with that, fam? Or what do you think about?
Yeah, but we gotta unify. I'm torn. That's why I want to see, because I'm like, look, I'm all for if we gotta do this and this is what we standing on, maybe we can use it for that and we can build our own situation. I would feel bad. Some people are gonna lose if this the case, but I think it's bigger than just DEI. I think it needs to be we are boycotting, we're just building our own. You get what I'm saying? Like, we need our own stores so we can have our own retailers that's comfortable with selling their products, and they don't have to be like puppets of, putting on shelves like I feel like how they do with some of our celebs. But I just want to
go ahead. My fault.
No, I just want to know and make sure we understand what we're doing, because we don't have too much. Like Tabitha said, we don't have too much out here, so it's gonna have to keep our money in our pocket.
That's true. Keep our money in our pocket. But me being a person that is involved in real estate, me and my wife and everything, Walmart ain't a supermarket or a grocery store or a super center. Walmart is a real estate company, fam. That's what it really is, a real estate company. You can't expect somebody to walk in a burning building on fire and not have an exit, fam. That's how I feel. Like we ain't what's gonna be the exit, fam?
Yeah, we got to get up. We got to get out of there, man. I'm all for it. I think we got to group up and come together, but we gonna have people that's gonna feel like they gonna sell us. Cause I felt, Tabitha, when she like, man, it's black businesses and I don't want to hurt them, but sometimes we just all gotta agree and just move forward, and it is what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. And I agree with some of the things that she was talking about. We got to read some comments here in a minute too, because they coming in kind of swift though. And just make sure that we're engaging with the people. And if y'all want to engage in a conversation and leave y'all perspective on the show, you see the number at the top, 202-492-6844. We want to hear y'all perspective also. And it don't be just me and Rob talking the whole time. We want to hear from y'all. We want to learn from y'all. We want to further the discussion with y'all also. So make sure that you call into the show. But Rob, like, Damn, this is a tough one right here, man.
Yeah. I mean, we got to go with the code. Listen, if they saying this is what we doing, we unifying, and everybody is saying this is what we doing, it's what we doing. It's no, I may, feel bad for some of our business owners that's on Target and stuff like that, but I think it has to be done. It has to, we all gotta come together and agree on something. So
yeah. If are they taking their stuff out of Target and Walmart?
I don't think they taking it. Like she said, they alarming the black owners that and I supported Tabitha, bro. Like, let me let y'all know I've been a big, she cooks food. I'm a big support. I was always a big supporter of Tabitha Brown. But I'm all for the cause as well. So but I don't think she wants us to really boycott, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
We don't. It's gonna affect her financially, like heavy. It's gonna affect her, and she don't want to deal with the effects from the financial struggle though. But if we boycotting diversity, equity, and inclusion, that is gonna be something that is very interesting because diversity.
I don't have a problem. And listen, I don't have a problem with them getting rid of DEI because I'm a person on my channel. If y'all watch my channel, I always say nothing has worked for me. So I don't think that we have been a good representation of FBA in the first place in the DEI, like we seeing with, everybody else's marketing our faces. So I don't have a problem with us restarting and starting things over. Me personally, like I want to get to the business to where we can know that we can trust all the organizations that's tied to our name. You know what I'm saying?
Like to be honest with you, man, if it ain't specific for us, I ain't vouching for it, fam. That
Right.
DEI helped other ethnicities more than it helped us, fam. It kind of actually hindered us because it wasn't specific for us. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
I mean, I don't want to be begging our oppressors for jobs. Like, that's just lame to me at this point from knowing our history. It's like, bro, if they don't want to hire you, they don't want to hire you. Get up out of there. Go build people. That should be enough common sense for you to know that you can't force your way into people's culture and trying to work for them. They don't want you working for them. What more do you want to understand?
Yeah, that's
like
fact.
You want to keep marching to try to work with somebody. It's like, bro, I'm tired of it. We got too many resources. We too talented. We built too many great things for us to be feeling like that. I feel like we begging, bro, for positions that, bro, we can make our own money out here.
And then at the end of the day, I guarantee you, them putting the products that they are creating, they getting a percentage of it. They ain't doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing it for promotion of us. I be seeing commercials and stuff. I seen that Busta Rhymes Walmart commercial. That was the goofiest thing I had seen in the last, 4-5 months, fam. It's just that let's play the clip. Let's roll the clip. Let me shut up for a minute, fam.
And in playing that game, we got to be smarter than the ones who think they're in control. Okay? And I say that to say, don't allow trying to be mindful with how I say
for me real quick. I got to get this out first
because I want God to give me.
She said that we have to be mindful in playing the game. The only thing we can really do is have control of our own manufacturing, that where we ain't cutting no splits. It's common sense. If we got to think about when we was talking about Ice Cube write a whole movie script. He got to go send it to somebody and say, can you please fund it? Can you please? Oh, you still got me on hold. Oh man, they don't want to push the movie. I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
We shouldn't. We done came too far that where we always got to keep asking for things. We just need to start building accordingly right now.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, with the distribution perspective that you're talking about, it's people if you research that has those ways of distribution, we just might not know about them. We might not have researched it, and we might not have been supporting and thinking of that at the moment. Because like what you think, like how you was talking about Ice Cube in the movies and stuff, Tyler Perry got that massive studio down there in Atlanta. He could have used that and got access to everything that he needed. Even though we might not agree with some of the things Tyler Perry doing, you still got access to it from a black man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me keep playing the clip, fam.
The right words, but don't allow foolishness to take us into separation and weed us out. Do you understand? Because sometimes that's what they want. And in times like this, they're telling us that. Okay? So as frustrating as I listen, as frustrating as the whole situation is, as frustrated as I am, as all of you are, we still got to be smart. Now, you can still go into those stores if you choose to and buy specific brands that you want to support and let the other things, right, not get your money. Mm-hmm. But be very specific. There's so many women, right, that have worked hard to be a woman-owned business. Donna's Recipe is two women, me and Gina Wu is my business partner.
Patricia said they don't want it in there anyway. Hey, Trev, can you stop it real quick?
We are on shelves.
Patricia made a good point. It was like it's on clearance when she look at her products, it's not even popping there anyway, you know. And y'all got to understand, Tabitha is a big figure in our community as far as her presence. Mm-hmm. That's why Target, she got that deal. But if we look at the Busta Rhymes, right? If we look at how they played Diddy with the Ciroc, we thought he was the owner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's fair to us for us to be getting marketed people and they act like they the owners of these companies and they own it and they don't, fam. I don't think it's right.
You see that
what
comment?
Y'all think about? Huh?
The comment. What? Illusion of inclusion.
Straight up, bro.
To feel as if you're included. Like I did a show talking about Wilmington, the massive thing that happened in Wilmington in the 1800s when they was leading. It was some new terminology that I heard. It was before Martin Luther King, right? You know how people talk about Martin Luther King and how he tried to integrate us together and all of that. Mm-hmm. It was a term that they used in the 1800s called fusion, the fusionist movement, where they was fusing black people and white people together for the benefit of the country. Now, this lady that's left a comment, not just a pretty face, said the illusion of inclusion. And I've been reading a book like as of recently how the government and white supremacists use fear to not get us to be able to unify and communicate and be able to build stronger and come together. We always run to them or have to run to them or we forced to run to them. And when we attempt to build and start to build, they just tear it down or they're fun to tear it down. So when we do build up these things and all of this type of stuff, how are we going to protect it though, Rob? You know, we ain't even got to the point to where we're going to come together though, but it has happened before, but we wasn't able to protect it though.
Right, because I sent you a clip of that Freedman's Bank where we had billions of dollars in the Freedman's Bank and a man just stole the money. You got Black Wall Street, the towns got burnt down. It can't stop us from still, like, yeah, we got to get to that point, but we can't. We still got to fight to get there, and then we got to figure out how to protect it, you know, as we can't stop pursuing this for the lack of it being taken. It's like if you ever got robbed in the streets, you know what I mean? They normally,
You stopped because that happened to you.
Right, it's dudes that happened to. They got robbed in the streets, and it's just boom, it's over with. They like, you know what, I'm getting up out of here, you know. But and that could be right or wrong, but sometimes you gonna go through adversity. You still gotta fight through it. You know what I mean? You can't lay down.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just interesting to hear her say you can still go to those places and only buy things that you support.
Mm-hmm.
Let me continue on with the conversation, fam. Let her keep talking.
In limited doors at Target, right? Other companies, right? There's a Black History Month is coming right now, and all of these brands are about to be showcased. Some of them for the first time, and of course, they would do something like this right now, but they still need their moment. They still need our support. Only if you feel like you can and are willing to. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm telling you what, as a business owner, what we still need until we can get to another place, right? And I don't know when that other place will be. I know for me, I'm under contract. I'm gonna give it to you 100. I got another year. Then I make a decision. Okay.
Hey,
So
look,
so many other businesses are just starting.
pause that. Yeah, look. Tabitha had to say, man, I got to keep it real, y'all. I'm under contract. So
To get into that,
Tabitha, we don't care about that. Look, these people do not care about that. They care about standing on business. And if that's what we standing on, I don't think she explained this well. You know, we're making us feel. I don't know if the chat or anybody who watching this feels sorry for her 1-year contract. You feel me?
but you want me to tell you something. I was waiting to get to the end of this clip because we probably got a minute or two to play to talk about contractual agreements, but I didn't have to wait
Appreciate you,
because she
Freedman Network.
talking about it, fam.
Yeah. Shout out to your Freedman Network, man. We appreciate you. Love y'all for real.
Salute Freeman Network. And yeah, she said they broke her contract. Miss Cookie, you got to inform us on that. Call into the show. You know what I mean? You've been tapping in for a minute. You said you was from Wilmington too, though. I want to hear your...
Right around the corner.
Yeah, she from Wilmington. I'm in Charlotte, Miss Cookie.
So, but the fortunate part is we not banning Tabitha. Tabitha, you not banned. Yeah. Whatever they got going on, we gonna still support you. You feel me? So it is what it is. We not knocking you. We still going, you know, we don't got you on the ban list, so it ain't no really sweat off your back.
I'm gonna tell you what people got to do, even when you get in those.
He said, "I'm going to Target in the morning."
Salute that. Hold up. Salute. Go on to Target, Freeman, and get your whatever you need. You know what I mean? You need, if that's what you want. But you know, what I wanted to say before we started talking about Freeman's comment. Yeah. Even though you get in Walmart, if you create a tech thing and you got in Best Buys, if you get into those major distribution hubs and platforms, you know what I'm saying? You still got to strive and fight for a pathway to independency. You know, folks get comfortable and they forget about the independent route. I wonder is there a clause in that contract saying that this is exclusively through us now and you can't research or find a pathway to independency because you coming through us, so you gotta deal with us and work through us. What you think about that, Rob?
Yeah, fam. I think that when you got those contracts and that, you know, all of those words, you know, those lawyers know how to put words together and clauses, and if this happened, now you extend the contract. It's a lot of stuff that could go wrong when you're signing your brand over to these people. So we have to understand independence. We got to start preaching that. We've been robbed for so many in every industry. Yeah, with art, everything. So it's like at some point we need our leaders to stand on independence, true independence. You know what I mean?
True independence. And if you do get in something like what she's in a contractual agreement, one of them things, you got to be focused on my way out. What's my way out? So I won't be so dependent upon these people. For real.
Yeah, because how she's speaking, my contract, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. It just seems like it's not in her best interest financially to even be pushing for your people right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't even stand on business if I have to. You feel me?
Look at her facial expression on the screen. Not to be disrespectful.
No, it's just something to talk about because we ain't banning you. It ain't like she getting banned.
That's true. She seems she seems like she's the.
You on mute, fam.
Okay. She seems very dependent. That's what it seems like to me, and she seems deflated. Let me go ahead and play the continue to play the conversation, fam.
Dang, shout out to Maxie.
They're just getting in. This is their big break to go to the next whatever phase of their business there may be. We have to have understanding and compassion for each other and not be in an emotional state, but also a smart state. Because if we start doing I'm not shopping there, and it's our businesses that are in there, that's their way that they will clean us out and replace us and say, well, your business is not performing. That's what people want. We can't give them what they want.
We might have to get up out of there.
Okay? I hope that this is making sense for somebody. And I know it's a long video, and I know somebody might not listen to the whole thing. But this is the truth. So I want to say right now, I thank you for supporting me for the last 5 years. I have worked with Target, with Walmart, with all the places that you have shopped for my products. I thank you for showing up for me. I thank you for supporting me. When you did, I thank you for showing out for me. And if you choose not to anymore, I understand that. And I still thank you and I'm grateful. But if you've heard anything that I've said today, if you still choose to show up for me, I thank you. But also showing up for others. We in it together. Okay? But either way, be clear. I understand. All right? But remember this, if you don't remember nothing else, let's not give them what they want. Okay? Don't let them take us off of shelves. Don't let them erase us.
Don't let them take them out. Don't let us take them out the shit.
We're needed. Our money is the dollar that really, really counts.
Don't let them take us out the shelf. Hey, Tabitha must don't know they already shelved us. We
Y'all
already
shelved. Know that I love you and have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's.
I think I heard enough.
Yeah. Man, shout out to Tabitha. But listen, man. I understand Tabitha's situation. Tabitha, like, look, by me sticking with them for a year, y'all gonna go build something, and I'm gonna miss out on y'all thing too, because y'all gonna build something of y'all own, and I'm gonna be stuck here with Target in this contract. Man, she should have had her plan B though.
That's true. We got a multitude of comments that we have to address, fam. And I see at least 3 of them we gotta address. I want you to read the first one, fam. You read that one, then I'm gonna read another one too.
Amish, Jewish, Caribbean, Hispanics, Asians, and Indians all have stores owned by them in their communities. So he basically saying they have stores owned by them, not nobody else. Right? They don't got a 90, a 50-50 or a 60-40 or a 70-30.
They own brick and mortar.
They own it. So I can understand that. That's what we need. Because if it's not like that, I feel like we're being manipulated.
So that's the real estate aspect to it, because McDonald's and Walmart McDonald's ain't a restaurant, it's a real estate corporation. Walmart isn't a super center, it's a real estate corporation. That's why they have them all here, there, and everywhere. They are selling and purchasing real estate, and they just happen to have these goods. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's an interesting thing that we need to get involved in too, is in um, purchasing brick and mortar buildings. That's the problem that what's his name? Everybody be roasting him. I used to love him too. He been acting crazy lately on a podcast. The Pan African
Oh,
man. What's his name from Philly?
Godfrey,
Nah.
Gilly the Kid,
You know,
Wallow.
the Pan African man. Give me your grit money.
I don't know what
Dr.
you were talking
Umar
about.
Johnson.
Okay, Umar.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the school or whatever and brick and mortars and stuff. Like, first we got to get the
Do
property.
we right? But do we benefit from DEI from us begging? Like, do we benefit like Freedman Network said? Do
No.
we who benefits from that? Who do we know? Like, how do you benefit from that? Like we seen with the NFL, with the NFL players, they were saying that the NFL coaches were saying they was going to interview for jobs and they knew they weren't gonna get the job. They just had to interview them just to just because it was the law.
I think it takes accountability off of people.
To know that, hey, yeah, we ain't we'll have you come by, you know what I'm saying? So at least you know you got a shot. You can type.
You don't know you got a shot. You can assume that you have a shot. You know,
Right.
my thought about it is that DEI, when it came to schooling and all of that, I think it hindered people because it created debt for people that wasn't qualified to be in certain school
Yeah.
systems. You know what I mean? And it made people that deserved that opportunity didn't get that opportunity. When I think about DEI from schools, then when I think about DEI like from a job perspective, it's somebody deserving of that job that's not getting that job because we placing a person here that really ain't even capable of doing the work. They really don't have the qualifications to do the work, but we putting them there. Let me read this
And it
comment.
ain't none of us. Right. Shout out to Mickey Jones too.
Now, it
Miss
really
Mickey
ain't none
Jones.
of us
Go ahead.
because it ain't nothing specific for us. They ain't doing nothing specific for us. It has
Mm-hmm.
to be specifically for black people for it to be for black people. But East Point said, hey, Trevor, I would like to know, are black folks going to have the same energy for Gucci if they
Yeah.
stop their DEI initiatives, which they only incorporated in the past few years?
Mm.
You know, I haven't supported designers, brands in a long time, but that's me speaking about me. Uh, I don't like how we spend money personally on things that make us feel like we're of value because we've obtained those things. You know what I'm trying to say, Rob?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I think that if I had on Rob's shirt, I would feel just as valuable as if I had on a Gucci shirt. I don't like that we purchase things to make us feel valuable. I don't like that we need a Mercedes to make us feel valuable. I don't like that we need things. And I don't think that I don't think I haven't seen no signs of us boycotting designer brands and I don't think it'll happen. I want it to, but I don't think it will. What's your take on that, Rob?
No, I think all money in. That's the motto. That's the mindset we have to have. That's what these other cultures have. It's all money in. They not playing. You go to the Chinese, you go to a Japan restaurant, and look who all in there cooking and everything.
Yeah.
Look how they stick together and they keep all their money in. They support, like, that's the best financial strategy that you could tell to a lineage of people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's down at the bottom. You could say all the money that y'all paying out, how about you do this? Start businesses and just spend money with each other.
Yeah.
That's just simple. If we could just start there and then we can, we'll be able to grow from that. But right now, that's as simple as it get right now. We got to own things. If we ain't owning companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even own. We gotta purchase the land before we even think about, you know what I'm saying? Purchase the brick and mortar place. If you own a school, you gotta own the school. You can't be renting nothing and feel like you own something, because they can take you right up at that lease at the end of that year. Or they could raise the
Yeah.
rent on you, and then you can't even afford it no more. We gotta own the
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we can't get blackballed and get up out. We have to be, we got to know that we protected, and that's how you protect yourself, bro, by making sure the ownership and you got the lineage backing you, and that's what we need right now. But she collateral damage, if this is where we going with it. But I think DEI ain't support. DEI is not gonna help us. Trying to be inclusion in somebody else's culture when they don't want you there anyway is just, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's crazy to me too, man. I agree with you on that wholeheartedly. Yeah. I put the brother on the screen who we initially as supposed to be talking about, but we can get to that shortly though. You know what I'm saying? And
then I'll be in Target in the AM. Shout out to Freeman Network.
What did they say about him?
He say nope. Then I'll be in Target in the AM. He like,
yeah,
pretty much he gonna be there regardless. DEI never helped us, right? If we get DEI tomorrow, what is that? We still not gonna own that. You know what I mean?
We had DEI. When did DEI really start, fam? Because did we see any benefits from it? When did it initially start? During COVID, during Biden's administration?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen a downtrot from DEI.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell y'all something that I hate to say publicly. I feel like Biden's presidency was the worst presidency in my 44 years on the planet. What's y'all thoughts? Who was the worst president in y'all lifetime? Tell me your perspective,
bro.
That. That's a question.
No, to send all of that money, do we know that over $500 billion has been sent to Ukraine? Okay. We over here talking about reparations, and he over here talking about if you ain't black, you ain't vote for me. The disrespect, bro. That's like in your face disrespect. I can go ship out billions here, and I ain't finna repair the Freedmen's Bank. We got billions, we got stole, we got land, we got stole, we got farmland that was burnt down. It's just crazy, fam.
Yeah.
Like, it's money is old,
Yeah, it's definitely money old, man. And I got proof of in certain videos that I talked about and certain videos that I created when me and you were on collabing, Rob, of how I showed where reparations was deserved, because they physically, you know what I mean, put fear in our spirit, and it has, you know what I mean, been passed down through traumatizing experiences that our forefathers and the people that came before us and grandparents had experienced by them burning up churches, fam. You know what I'm saying? Burning up people's houses. It was when I did that show yesterday on Wilmington, North Carolina, about how it was a newspaper company that spoke for black people during that time. And like, the perception of the media is powerful for all races. So they had a newspaper, and that was the way that they informed each other back in those days. That was the social media, that was the podcast, that was the news, whatever. And in that newspaper, that's how they received their truth. And the first thing that they targeted was the perspective of the people. They burnt down the newspaper company or whatever, so those people didn't know what was going on or what to expect. And that was crazy to me, fam.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People talking.
Clinton was bad too.
Clinton was bad. Dang, that was a hell of a question. Did you say yours, fam? Your worst president in your lifetime?
I would say, I mean, right now I would say Biden, but I would have to go with when we had our who was the president in them 60s with Edgar Hoover, and they were just teaming up Watergate. Who was that? Reagan or was it Nixon?
Let me do some research.
Chat, y'all help me with that, because I got to give it to that, because you took down the Black Panther Party and you was involved in all of that.
Okay. So in the 60s, it's crazy how many presidents that was
Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Dwight Eisenhower. He started the decade off because he was from 53 to 61. So he got an 8-year term. Then it was John F. Kennedy. He only had 2 years. Then it was Lyndon B. Johnson from 60 to 9.
Right. John F. Kennedy was our guy. That was the guy who, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And then it was Richard Nixon, like everybody else saying, man.
Yeah.
Salute
They
AB.
said, for real. Salute AB. Salute Black Boy Wonder, man.
Yeah. Poppin' was popping, Black Boy.
Not just a pretty face. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. But yeah, but check it. J. Edgar Hoover was him and Nixon was a part of destroying a lot of the foundational stuff that we had going in the 60s. And I don't think we ever recovered from that. So DEI, you could talk about whatever. I don't think from the video that I was showing, Darhart Perry, the Fed, what happened after that? I think they still got control over everything we got.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But Tabitha Brown go to Timu. Right.
Hey, especially we interrupt this program. He a whole fool, boy. I rock with Buddy.
He said Reagan was horrible too. Yeah, Reagan was horrible too, bro. That was the crack era, I guess. Reagan was the crack era too, huh?
You know that when I think about like these things that happen with Black Wall Street, St. Petersburg, Wilmington, the crack era, those things don't just have an effect for that time period. Yeah. They have an effect 10 to 20 years after you actually really see the effect of the crack babies and what transpires from when that started, what actually happens. And that's the destruction that was caused and created during those time periods is why it's so hard for us to create generational wealth. We think about these athletes and these sports players that get billions and billions of dollars, fam. They don't need contribute. They limited to what they capable of doing with their finances because they didn't obtain them in a way that they can go help and put $1 billion in something that they're passionate about.
And not only that, they're like free food when it comes to in the circle of when you get money. Look, when you get money and you up there, it's like guys who just jumping into the streets, and it's guys that's been in the streets 10, 15, 20 years. You really become free food at the end of the day because you got to learn. So a lot of our brothers in the NBA and sports, they get robbed by these shrewd white dudes in suits. And they know how to talk real good and say, hey, man, come put your money over here. And they get finessed. It's a lot of them get finessed out of money. So what I'm saying is we've had so many issues with music record labels taking money from us. I don't understand why would it be attractive for anybody to want to join something and it ain't your people and you don't want to make sure that we own it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like you're not right to me, in my opinion, fam.
You got a point, and that's a great perspective, and something triggered my mind while you was talking. They create ageism in what's popular. It's ageism involved. And us being you ain't 40 yet, but us being older or whatever, we realize and we see why would you want to contribute to that structure that they've created? But the reason ageism is in it, they won't let they ain't gonna give no old rapper no record deal. They ain't gonna have no 40-year-old rookie in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And these structural things or whatever, they want to target the youth because they know the youth can't protect themselves because they don't know no better. We know better. That's who the youth see as successful. They don't look at it, man. A 20-year-old be like, man, what them broke boys talking about on the internet? Even though we ain't broke. Broke ain't a form of intangibles. Broke is a spirit. Rich is in spirit. And then and finances, they want to be what's attractive, what's getting money. And they target the youth and only apply that pressure to the youth because they know the youth don't know no better. Let me be quiet. I'm talking to you.
No, you good, fam. But yeah, just like everything, that shooter that was 17 years old, you know, he claimed to be to know so much about politics, and from what they say, allegedly, you know, I called it cap on my live and channel I did. So yeah, I feel like when you're younger, you can be groomed, just how academics was trying to groom the little kid. It's like that's how they can put things into your mind to do things that's gonna benefit them, you know. And this is just what's been going on since the beginning of time. You ain't gonna take no old, you know, nobody in their 20s and 30s is gonna be a lot harder. You know what I mean? They're more rebel, you know, they're more will rebel against things than a younger person, you know.
That's true. That's true. Damn.
CIA plan.
You want to get into this? Now I got two ways that we could present a conversation. You know, three ways actually, because you sent me something that I clipped up earlier.
See, I'm not supporting no boycott. Hey, go ahead. What you was saying, fam?
I got three ways I can present a conversation to start up something where we can switch the topics or whatever. But you sent me something earlier today with a brother speaking in the neighborhood. Or we can play the clip from let's let the chat do it. I'll tell them the three things that we can get to. The clip that you sent me, you know what I'm saying, with the brother in the neighborhood talking about unifying and not looking at each other as enemies and speaking to each other and everything. Or we can get to the powernomics conversation, or we can react to some of the foolishness of the week with DJ Academics. What would you want to do, and what do y'all want us to get to in the chat?
Wait, say that again, fam. What was the first option behind DJ Academics stuff?
The first option was Buddy that was in the neighborhood that you sent me talking to the young brothers in the neighborhood. Then the powernomics, then the academics. But you know how we're gonna get to
go ahead and ride. Bye Target, bye Tabitha.
Let's read Buddy comment. I can't pronounce your name, Torino 3. Rich FBAs don't do anything for us. They don't create any school recreational centers. They don't provide criminal attorneys for the FBAs. They only for themselves, and they want us to worship them. And I agree with you, big dog.
Yeah, the system want us to worship them too, though.
Yeah, the system promotes us to worship, bro. Yeah, they program the youth to worship them because I ain't.
She put neighborhood. Shout out to Miss Mickey Jones. She been pushing them petitions. We've been going hard with them petitions, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. Them petitions been going wild.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna play the clip of the young brother because I got a story.
Yeah, man. Let's play the clip of young brother.
Yeah, that was talking in the neighborhood. Let's go.
Yo, we all know who each other is. This was going on with our culture, right? Y'all came to the hood, y'all was standing right here. So, bro, like, who them niggas? And I'm like, nah, them the bros. I'm like, let's introduce ourselves to them so they can know what we do. Yo, we all know who each other is, so we can know it's all love and it's peace. We don't want people to not trust being around each other. And that's what we got with our people. We don't trust each other. We always think of somebody to op. I'm like, them ain't even no op, them some regular niggas chilling. Let's go meet them. So I've got the bro, I brought him down there for y'all to meet y'all, to let y'all know it's all love. We gotta be able to trust each other, respect what we all out here doing. And we all right here at the hub. We be here all the time. Y'all can come, get with us. We got young kids, older kids. We all get together and just trying to bring unity out here. Summertime coming, we want all y'all on the same page. We want everybody to trust each other. I don't care what hood you from. We one hood, we North, we together, we push new direction for the culture, because I come from the gang culture. And I was out here, I did 15 years in prison. Came home with a vision for my people. And we need our people.
Now, why did you send me that clip, Rob? Let's talk to me about the clip, because you sent it to me after we had a conversation earlier today.
Yeah, I caught that and I was like, man, I gotta tell Trev about this, but I ain't, it wasn't that big. I was gonna, tell you about it. I just had it I had it in the tub. And you called me one day, and I called you. And I'm like, what's up, Trev? What's going on? And you said, man, I went to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, by a whole, what you want me to let you tell the story?
I tell the story.
Go ahead.
You can further the discussion after I tell the story. So before Rob sent me that clip, I was telling him I was in the gym today, had a good workout, went to the sauna and everything. And then when I went to the sauna, it was a lot of brothers in the sauna not speaking to each other. Nobody was talking to each other. Everybody was on their phone. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't nobody paying attention to each other. And then a couple of young white boys walked in. They was happy. They was talking to everybody. They wasn't on their phones. They was communicating. And then I come to think about, like, I live in a city where it's a lot of black folks, but we don't talk to each other. We don't communicate with each other. What is that? Is that a trauma response? And then right after I told Rob that, he sent me that video about those young brothers right there not speaking to each other. What is it about us that makes us don't want to communicate with each other? And it should be effortlessly. We should effortlessly be able to communicate with each other. Why we don't, though?
Because I think because of money, I remember, just having that kind of mindset being in the streets. It was kind of like, you feel like you are more aware of somebody maybe doing something to you, a brother, than you would of anybody else. You could be wide open with a white buddy who coming to spend money with you. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Hey, Johnny wide open because Johnny wouldn't dare play with you. But when it comes to our brothers, it's like, I gotta keep my soldier mentality on, because I don't know whether I gotta be on go mode with you or not. Like, I gotta figure you out, and it's just how, in my perspective, in my opinion, that's just what it is. But being out of the streets for over a decade with me now I understand letting people know what I do. What's up, brother? What you got going on? What you do? Okay,
Yeah.
I do this. What's up? But like, I understand that more now, but I get it. It's a transition that we got, because, we know that most of the things happen to us, it be a brother. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't want to hear you say that, but it's so true, because I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to say that. But most of the things that happen to us by our own people. But I think that is for all people, though, because the community you live in and the community that you're amongst, those are the people that's around you the most, that got access to being able to do something with you. And I see the comments coming in, though, but I like Black Boy Wonder Uncut. He talking about swivel. Keep your head on a swivel. That's true too, fam. You want to read this comment, Rob, and we can further the conversation.
He put, I work in Beverly Hills, California. Ashkenazis, Jews, Palestinians, East Indians, Middle East folks, whites, all live in harmony. Why? Because they do not suffer from a lack of resources and income. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely something we got to open up to. But I thought it was mostly because you in the I thought when you out of the streets, there's no need for that, because I'm not doing anything wrong. But I figure in the streets is where we be looking at each other like food sometimes. Like, oh man, I can come up off him. I see the chains he got on. Let me go, So it's like, if we knew that all our people just stood on code, I think it would be a lot different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that, but everybody ain't on code, man, and everybody is creating their own thing, and they have their own entities that they represent. That's why I really don't like gangs and and stuff like that. Even though, gangs could be a good thing, but it's not a good thing because it's looking at another person as an opposition instead of looking at them as a person that you can unite and grow with, though. But let me read Cat comment. Facts. As a single mother, I was robbed by a BM, so I just be extra careful. Sad but true. We are not all the same, though. Just careful. They string us up together as black. Times we see that these people from these islands and these other areas come here and they be doing things and committing crimes, and they really ain't FBAs, fam. They made you they made
Right.
yeah.
Shout out to Terry Robinson. Yeah, but we gotta think though, like we got bad apples out here that we've been infiltrated, but we gotta understand it's important. It's important to do your due diligence. You can't really associate our bad behavior with everybody. You get what I'm saying? Because you'll miss out, you'll break us down, you'll break us further apart, because we got to do that. Like when you told me that, I was like, dang, bro, that's a perfect time. Because to me, I look at it as when people hear about what I do with water treatment and helping people with water, they don't hear that enough. And I want them to understand that you got brothers out here that's, in industry that's here to help you, bro. That's, will definitely connect you in.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I be wanting to let people know, because we don't have a lot of brothers that's doing things that nobody has never heard of. It's like we all doing the same, thing. So I think we got to get back to that. We got to get back to looking, talking to each other. Like dude said, man.
Yeah. Let me call this. Somebody from Jacksonville, Florida called in. I apologize. 904. If you still tuned into the show, I'm about to call you back so you can get your perspective on the topics.
Duval, that's what's up.
Was you calling in the Water Guy TV and Trevor Jackson TV? What's popping?
What's popping?
What's good?
What's popping, y'all?
He called in before.
Yeah, I did. I sure enough did.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's what's up. I remember you.
Talk
to us. What you feel about all of this that's going on?
Man, it's wild. It's only the beginning of the year, but it's necessary. It's super necessary.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would think that a lot of people are looking at their cell phones and miscommunicating. That's been going on for a while. However, taking note of that, it don't feel right, right?
What don't feel right?
Group of men, they looking at their cell phones.
Yeah. You talking about that because we've been on for a while. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
You talking about the sauna part and men not communicating with each other and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah. If you're looking at your jack for more than 20 seconds with your head down, yeah, you a soft target out here.
Yeah.
That's not necessary.
For real.
Yeah, people, these celebrities can't put no strength in them.
You can't
as a counter racist. I do look at enemy psychology. They're not into celebrating celebrities. They don't idol worship celebrities.
Yeah.
In actual fact, they may not even have heroes that truly look like them. If they do, they're older, approaching almost 80. That's all they got. But we worship celebrities way too much in the foundational community and abroad in the Americas. But like I said, building here is building better.
Yeah.
The one complaints that I hear, just, hey, I could get the Mexican to do it cheaper. The brother, he want to get paid like the cracker. and the cracker charging outrageous. But the brother, he say he'd be back Tuesday, and he takes too much time. So I go get the Mexicans. I hear that a lot.
Why do you say building here is building better? I just want to know your perspective on it.
Transference.
Explain.
Legacy, trust, equity.
Okay.
Say for instance.
Yeah, give us an example of what we're building, because that's what I need to hear. What are we building that's gonna create the legacy, the transparency, the equity, and the things that you're talking about? Give us a take on that.
Well, what's one thing that we consume the most?
Now we come on, man. Don't have us guessing and just give it to us, Paul.
Consume entertainment the most, I would say.
See, that's one of those people areas. We can focus on that, and then there's other people areas that we should focus on as well, such as the church, religion. That's where our dollars are circulated. You know that the country India, the HB1 recipients, the H1B recipients, that country has a GDP of about close to 4 trillion. They got about almost 2 billion people over there. However, FBA as a collective could say, hey, underscore like 60 million, maybe 40 million. However, we have 3 trillion GDP spending power at our disposal. Makes sense.
Yeah.
While we're spending it with the other peoples.
Yeah, that's true.
See, I've lived in the demographic. I remember one of the callers or people had said, "There's got to be Valdez." Nah, I've lived around in the East Coast my life, so I have some type of accent.
Oh, so
even people who are FBI around me, and I'm FBA. Both my parents are FBA.
Okay.
All my people are FBA.
Listen, Dwayne.
So you tapped into the show for real, because you heard that caller that called in after you that day.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have like a Guido accent because at one point in my neighborhood, that's all I had seen.
What part of the East Coast you from? Talk to us.
Hartford,
Connecticut. Okay.
Go down up there.
And however, it's just it's about at one time. That's how it was where I was from in the Hartford County.
What's the nickname for Hartford, Connecticut? I'm gonna know if you from
it's
there.
The heartbeat. Heartbeat.
Give me the street name of Hartford, Connecticut. What the streets called?
A street name. I'm pretty sure some may have heard of the Avenue.
Nah, they call Hartford something though. I forgot what it is though. It's
the Heartbeat.
Heartbeat. Okay, yeah, you did say that. Yeah, that's right. Heartbeat, Connecticut. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've lived out here for quite a while.
Okay.
But I've lived out in the suburbs of Hartford too, in Hartford County. So that's what it's originally.
I ain't trying to get you out the phone. I want to ask Rob, do we have a question for you? But I ain't trying to be shady or nothing, because you've been supporting the channel. You done called in multiple times. But I want you to pick up the pace a little bit. You know what I mean? You talk a little slower. You speak good and you have good conversation, but you're slowing down the vibe a little bit, fam. You got anything for him, Rob?
No, man, he gave us his perspective. I think it was a good perspective. We consume a lot of entertainment. We gotta all money in. That's the logo. That's what I've been trying to tell people. All money in. If we got $2 trillion out, 3 trillion, he's saying.
They don't want you to build here.
All of that needs to be in. We need to be accessible to $3 trillion a year, and that's coming to us. Just that simple. Like,
Church.
how would that look for the next 3 years, for the next 10 years?
All the time.
Yeah, we got 3
Weekly.
coming in.
Let
And
him,
I don't,
Caller,
you know, like,
let him finish his perspective. Was you finished, Rob? Let him finish his
Yeah, I'm
perspective.
finished.
Okay,
I'm finished.
go ahead, caller, please.
I was just saying, the church, we spend that dollar, the tithes offers all the time. We spend a whole lot. We might need to boycott our pockets when it comes to that and put it in a different sector.
Yeah, I don't tithe with the church. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't tithe.
I mean, we spend millions of dollars on a weekend giving money to the church just on a weekend.
Yeah, that's true. Some people spend their last $5 because they think that money is going to something that they believe in, that they're going to be able to receive a blessing from throughout the week. You know what I mean? That's a little weird though, but that's how people believe, and that's what they've been taught to believe. Yeah.
But man, we appreciate that perspective. We definitely appreciate that perspective. That
hold on to that SoFi.
Hold on to that SoFi for real. I've been on it now. I researched about the stadium in 2027, and yeah, hold on to that. I actually got the app too. I'm gonna tell everybody about it.
All that area. Pay attention. Right?
That's where it burnt down, right? In Cali.
Right, what's about to happen? You got the World Cup coming there in California. You got the Super Bowl coming there in California, and then you got Olympics in 2028.
Going now.
Pay attention to the rebuilding. What's going on out there?
Yeah.
For real. Hey, but we got to get and talk to the people about Bitcoin. We didn't talk about no crypto. We gotta talk about what everybody feel about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, because we living in a time right now to where you can kind of create your own currency.
Yeah,
and it's currency that's out there. So we got to really understand that part. I think too. I think we are behind in the crypto space.
Cash is still king, but it scares the way you come, but the crypto thing, never be scary about that thing, you gotta get into it early and not too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Make your money and go.
Yeah, that's true. Get your profit and go, because cash is still king. That is true though. But how long will that be though? Because I see digital currency.
Till 2000, until the Social Security goes insolvent.
On my channel, Miss Mickey Jones, I got videos I did on crypto for like years.
Yeah. But we appreciate you calling into the show, man. Thank you for your time, my brother.
All right.
Appreciate you, brother.
Salute.
FBA.
All right.
FBA for real. I think I'm gonna start doing some. We're gonna have to start talking about a little bit of some money. You know how we can make money independently.
Yeah.
With some stocks, like he said, SoFi. I made some good money off of SoFi, but I've been losing too with some stocks just before this. So
let me
go over everything.
We got another caller that done called in 5 times, fam.
Go ahead, call him back, man. Let's get everybody in for the day.
Philly, answer the phone, and Chicago, you next. 773, you next. But 215.
Shout out to Chicago.
215, answer the phone. We appreciate you. Philly, answer the phone. Oh, can you turn down your the watching us in the background? I can hear the echo from the background, but you tapped into Water Guy TV and Trevor Jackson TV. What's popping, fam?
How you doing? I did turn it down.
Okay. We can hear you clear now. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was thinking about what God was saying as far as, or maybe both of y'all were saying, as far as we gotta be willing to sacrifice and start small, because I've been thinking about that. And one of the things I was thinking about as far as us trying to build, build our own stuff is I was thinking about buying starting off with like a trailer
Mm-hmm.
and, just buying, going to black farmers and buying what I could, with the surplus that I had, because I think one of our problems is everybody's thinking about, okay, we think about Walmart. We don't have a Walmart, but Walmart didn't start that big, and so we started like something as small as a trailer and just a trailer size. And maybe we start by, just whether you can pull your money together with somebody or whether you can use your own income that you can afford. And,
Right.
Tabitha, maybe you can buy some bulk from Tabitha just so, we can have her stuff. And you go to a black farm and, whatever vegetables and stuff that you can get that. Just starting off small, because I think that our problem is we are looking at a company is the size of Walmart and wanting to start there.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking at
Right.
wanting to start from the small, a trailer or whatever costs $600, something like that, something small. And as you continue to grow, then of course your family can continue to grow, and your stock can grow, and then eventually you can hire one person. And like people are despising the small start, and they're not looking at it like Walmart didn't start that big. Like ADP ADP is, what you call it? They process checks, payroll.
Yeah,
They
payroll.
process it, and they are the biggest payroll company in the world.
That's true.
Not the country, in the world. But they
Right.
in the basement. They started in somebody's garage, in the basement, in somebody's garage. A couple guys who knew accounting, they started in the garage. Same thing with Pep Boys. They didn't start huge. And I think that if we can get people to understand that, like, okay, look, yeah, it's small, but if everybody who's really trying to be on code and really trying to stand on business, even if they just do it in their own community, and maybe eventually people can be able to pull money together and everything like that. But if you can just start that size with a small trailer, if it's just supporting any black-owned business that that's in that area, and maybe they ain't getting to play. And look, you're not going to be able to sell what Walmart can sell at first, but you will be able to start. And if you just keep at it, then you'll grow. And I think that's where we need to start. With Dr. Claude, he was talking about the things that we need for a successful community or successful culture, pretty much. And
Right.
we need to start there. If eventually, and I also think about, when it came time for the Black Panthers Party, they started small, and maybe it was just one doctor who was helping sick people in the little neighborhood, in the community or whatever, and it grew to what was known as the free clinic. Now, of course, the government rebranded the free clinic as their own, but we started there, and it did start with one doctor. So I don't want to take up all the time, but I was just thinking about that as I was watching you guys, and I was like, I really think that it needs to be put out there. We need to stop despising small starts.
I agree with everything
Definitely.
you said.
Everything you said, I agree. Yes, and I want to start
Question
small.
for her too, though. But Rob, but do you want to ask her something? If she
No,
wanna,
go ahead. Ask her that question.
why do our community, it seem like we have a bad perception of starting off small. Like a lot of people don't want to start small, even though we have to start somewhere. Amazon, Apple, all the massive companies did start small, but it seems like people don't want to be involved in your creativity unless they know, or in whatever you're doing, unless they know that it's getting some traction or it has some movement.
Yeah.
Nobody want to participate in something starting small. That's just from what I see from where I've been located my whole life. What is your thoughts about that, though? Because I like your call.
Well, you know what? Thank you for that. You know what you're saying right now, your perception of it, that's very true. People, they don't want to start small, or it's specifically our community. No, we're not looking at the benefit of starting small. But where I think our problem is when it comes to that is, so what? If they're not going to look at it when you initially start, like, that's going to be big, and I want to contribute to it. My thing is, I don't think that that's even the mindset to entertain, because it's not anything wrong with people being cautious. And for us, our people, yeah, we need to be cautious. And unfortunately, we were taught to be overly cautious with one another. But my thing is this, when it comes to every empire, and I'm not a celebrity worshiper. I don't really care. But if we look at any celebrity that's that's black, I guess that's still black. They had to. A lot of guys back in the day, they were selling tapes out their trunk.
That's true.
They was trying to get on the underground. Out from Philly, you trying to get on an underground, battle scene. They started there. Now, whatever they did when they got there, that's a different conversation. But I think that the reason people despise starting small is because of what you just said. They're thinking that other people won't support. But if you just started anyway, and you got to have that mindset that, you're going to start today, and if you don't think that by Monday I'm going to be a millionaire, then you'll be able to put the work in. Right now, everybody has all these ideas, and they give all this advice out, and people got, what should be done, but nobody's actually doing what should be done. Nobody's doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you have great ideas of what should be done, awesome. You start it. If we can, as females, and I'm not trying to get on nobody, but as females, we spend, money on our hair, our nails, or whatever, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. Please get the hair done, ladies. But what I'm saying is, if we can afford to do that, then we can afford to buy a $600 trailer. And maybe the next pay, you, like I said, you go to the whatever black farmer that's close to you that go to that farmer and get what you can afford, and you put your little sign up, this is what I'm selling. Hey, if you don't sell all out, bring your little stuff home, put it in the refrigerator, freezer, whatever you have to do. Or maybe you can only do it on the weekends. But the point is, do it. Do something. Start with a trailer. And like I said, if you start with a trailer and you start to sell those products, whatever products you do, or maybe it's not even products that you're selling. Maybe it's, maybe you got talent that you can actually perform something. Somebody's doing hair, somebody's doing nails, somebody's just things like that. Well, get you a trailer now. That salon is yours. You started it all by yourself. And
I got an idea. Yep. You think of something, and that's a great point that you're making. I think that we need kind of like a business database of what you have in the community, what you need, what you could be doing. And I think we got to present the people with these careers and have them hustle. You get what I'm saying? I think we got to put it together structure-wise, and then we got to inform our people. What you think? She's right.
I agree with that, but here's the thing: we already got that. So it's Black business legends or books everywhere. I mean, I was just looking at Tabitha Speaks, I think, and she had a video where it was another Black content creator, and they have compiled, I believe it was over 1,000 Black-owned businesses within their legends. So it's like we already have that. At some point, even if you feel like in your community, in your neighborhood, it doesn't exist, well, be the first to start it off. And just, if you go on Google, you can punch in Black-owned farms or Black-owned whatever, and you can go there. Look, I don't have the massive amount of money to buy, but I'm trying to support. I'm trying to build something, because if we need something to be able to compete with like a Walmart, but we need to have the mindset that we need to start at the ground with Walmart, like Walmart.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Mindset.
And if you feel like there's no informational, whether it's online or actually in print, if you feel like there's not something there in that community or in that neighborhood, that town, that state, whatever, create it. Okay. Because that's what I'm not just trying to talk about it. I was thinking about this for a while, and I thought it over, and just kind of really trying to move some finances around. That's my goal. I'm from Philly, but I'm in North Carolina, and so my goal is to go ahead and get like a small trailer, like I said, and I keep calling it trailer. I don't know if it's called a shed or trailer. Whatever people, but like the small ones start off like about 600. So it's not a lot of space there, but you got to think, if you don't have a lot of space, then you won't be your mind's eye won't be looking at all the empty space like, man, I'm not doing this, and you already self-sabotaging yourself by not thinking, like, or if you don't get sales that day, just open up again tomorrow, open up again, or if you're doing on the weekends, open up again. Just don't stop. Of course, you got to promote yourself and tell people, hey, this is what I'm doing. It's a donut shop here, right across.
What part of North Carolina are you located in, if I may ask you?
I'm in Aberdeen, North Carolina.
Aberdeen. Okay. I don't know.
You don't even know where that's at.
I'm in Charlotte.
So Aberdeen is about 40, maybe 45 minutes from Fayetteville.
Okay.
So this is a donut shop that's right across the street from me, and it's called Granny's Donuts. And honestly, I thought the place was shut down. I did. But people's like, ranting and raving about these donuts. And so what Granny's is open. And when they're stopped, whatever they got, sells out, they close the store. That's it for the day. But I've never been, I never was like passing by it early enough in the morning where I actually saw it open. So I decided one day to just go ahead and drive over there. And sure enough, they was open. Everybody loves them. But the point I'm trying to make is Granny's is a super popular donut shop here, and they're closed when they stock is going. So it's not that like we are trying to think too big at first. We're trying to fly before we even started to crawl, not even walk. We're trying to do too much. So then when it doesn't happen the way you envision it to happen because you're doing it too big, and you're just like, oh man, I shouldn't have. And then you just fall right back into, well, I guess I'll go back over here. Start small. So every small accomplishment that you make is such a big thing for you because you know how small you started. You had a trailer with no electricity or whatever the case. You know what you did.
Yeah.
And I just really think that's what it's got to be. I started looking up some black farmers today. I looked up some trailers today or whatever today. And that's my plan. That's my goal, to go to these black farmers and I definitely cannot buy in the huge amount of bulk that a big corporation can. But if I'm a stick with you, you stick with me.
What are you looking for from the farmers?
I've been trying to figure out what that's going to look like because obviously when it comes to vegetables, I'm probably going to need to buy like an ice chest because the sheds don't come with electricity.
Okay.
So, I'll need to have an ice chest or something like that. Maybe I'll just start off with fruits and, non-perishables.
And I could tell you something, but I would prefer you call me personally. This is my personal line. Call me anytime tomorrow afternoon. And you just man, you found a plug and don't even know it until you talk to me tomorrow. You found a super plug.
Listen. I've been watching this channel here, and I was just kind of seeing where it was with the direction it was going because a lot of channels say a lot of things, and now I just be okay. I don't know where you just went with that, but this channel has been very consistent. I'm just really proud of this channel. I can imagine the super growth that it's going to have. I'm definitely watching almost every video or every piece of content that's put out. So,
we appreciate you.
Okay.
Definitely. We appreciate you. Definitely. And keep us tapped in because we're gonna have a community there where we can talk business and talk everybody business so we can kind of change information around. So be tuned in for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. So yeah, salute to it. Man, I appreciate all the women that we got, man, that support the channel. It's so important, man. I don't think women know how influential they be, but I appreciate the brothers too, man, because y'all be coming up too. But just to have the mixture of both of them is important.
I'm gonna have to call. We interrupt this program back first though, but they wilded in the chat. Patricia said, "Why you smiling, Trevor?" My boy said, "Dang, we can't smile now." they going cry. I'm just smiling, man. I'm having a good conversation. And the lady who just
he got a plug. I'm like, what kind of plug you talking about, fam? No, but go ahead. I ain't.
I'm gonna tell you how you know what the plug is.
Right.
She asked about she said she needed to tap in with the farmers on the fruits and the vegetables. Now you know this, but I don't talk about my work and things that I do on the internet, but you know personally.
Yeah. With your uncle, how he was doing. Yeah.
No.
Not even that.
What I do as a director at nighttime.
Got you. Yep. I know. Yeah.
She
I got you.
You found the plug, fam. Real talk.
That's what's up.
She found the plug.
I like to hear that. I like to hear us giving each other information, putting each other on. We need to make sure we keep doing that, man.
Yeah, cause if she
Putting
looking
each other in position,
she looking for fruits and vegetables, she can start a grocery store if she dead serious. Tomorrow.
right?
Let me call
Call up. Yeah. Call the brother, man. But we appreciate all y'all calling in and just trying to give y'all good content, man, so we can build a community.
That's what's up. I'm trying to
Black
call
Boy
you.
Wonder.
We interrupted the program, man. Black Boy, what's popping? Trying to call. There he is. You tapping in the Water Guy TV and Trevor Jackson TV. What's popping, fam?
Man, not much, man. I'm checking in on y'all, man. I was looking in on y'all, man. I was just man, I like what y'all doing too, man, with what y'all got going on, man.
Thank you.
Checking in.
Thank you.
Checking in from Chicago, man.
Oh, from Chi-Town, man. We appreciate y'all up there, man. Y'all got a big history of black movements. Fred Hampton, like that's one of y'all generals right there, man. So I always looked up to Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for so, man. I feel the same thing. I feel like, man, we going back though, man. I feel like we was already doing what we trying to do right now, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was around my big mama. I was around a lot of old people. You know what I'm saying? I was born in '88 though, but you know what I'm saying? I was still a lot of old people. So when I was 90, a lot of people that was like 80, telling me stuff going on, like my grandma and them, my brothers and them. You know, they was living off the land. You know what I'm saying? Farming, you know, stuff we trying to do now. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we definitely need to stick together. I feel like we might not be on the same page, but we can stop killing each other, though. You know,
that's a fact, man. That's a fact.
You know, the least we can do.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we was doing back in the day. I feel like we had like black-owned business. Like we ain't have much, but less is more, though. You know what I'm saying? We was together, and I feel like now while we don't speak to each other right now because we ain't on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Somebody over here, he getting money over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to church over here, or I ain't saying I'm going to church, but said this person going to church, or this, you know what I'm saying? We just all got different agendas. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was one agenda. My grandma and them, the people, them white people get them off that land. You know what I'm saying? That was everybody agenda as the FBAs. You know what I'm saying? We just had one agenda. Now everybody got their own shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I agree with that. What's the climate up there? I got a question for you about Chicago because I've been seeing something in the news going on in Chicago. Like, what was your experience with the migration, the people and the migrants and stuff up there? Was it as bad as what was being promoted in the media, or what's your thoughts on that, though, fam?
Yeah, you know, they was sleeping at the they out here, you know what I'm saying? They out here. You know what I'm saying? They was sleeping at the police station. You know what I'm saying? They be out here on a motorbike, all doing, you know what I'm saying, all the stores doing DoorDash, Instacars. I don't know how they get all these cars, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, to hire that, you got to have license and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they be doing all that, you know what I'm saying? They out here, though.
Was they invading the black communities, though? Was they? Like,
that's where they at. That's where they at, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. They be saying like they want them here, but you know what I'm saying? They in our neighborhoods though, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people they be trying to act like they be cool with them, but I ain't like a lot of people I know they don't really be messing with them. They be doing their own little thing. We be doing our own thing, but you know, as black people know, we just cool though. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bothering us, so we ain't gonna bother them. But we got to understand though, you know what I'm saying? They don't mean us no good though. You know what I'm saying? They don't really mess with us like that. You know what I'm saying? And they everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They driving, you know what I'm saying? No license. You be seeing them driving, especially like on them little bikes or like on little motorcycle bikes and all that. They be driving through, doing all that. The little scooters and all that. They be all through. You know what I'm saying? Like they live here, like you could tell the way they moving, bro. They ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. Even though I seen on the news where they was talking about they are flying them back to their country now. Like I was asking you that too, because have you noticed the removal? Are they being removed, or is they capping on the internet or and on CNN?
They capping. They ain't moving up. They ain't moving here.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah, they ain't moving them. They ain't moving them here though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. And with the black thing too though, I feel like back in the day, because I got a lot of stuff from my grandma and them, you know what I'm saying, my uncles and them, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like the money was circling in, you know what I'm saying. So you only had one store, you know what I'm saying, a couple stores,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So that's all you have to mess with. And like, you know what I'm saying, we had all the money circling in, we ain't had much. I feel like even back in the day, I feel like with my opinion, though this ain't fast, this is my opinion. I feel like what messed it up this one, my uncle and them, how they had said, man, my uncle, he rest RIP though, but like he said, man, we fucked up trying to mess with them white folks, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't need to mess with them. That's what everybody, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to hang with them.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think they had more than you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be like you, man. They ain't had more than you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to stay in no big house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We ain't want all that. You know what I'm saying? That was really Martin Luther King drink. You know what I'm saying? That's what my granddaddy and them, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really want to be integrating with them white folks. Cause they, you know what I'm saying? They ain't want them to eat with them. You know, my granddad, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna be going to them people they spending our food. You think I want to go eat at their restaurants? You know what I'm saying? They doing all that. You know what I'm saying? We weren't rolling like that. You know, me and my people now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were supporting each other, and
straight up.
like your people were supporting each other. You said that back in the days they had one store. That's where they would go to. And
yeah, they had one store. They was living in Mississippi though. You know what I'm saying? They was down in the South. You know, we from the city though. We from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But my grandma and them, my big mama and them, they from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? They grew up down there. So that's what I'm saying. They was living off the land, so they know how it really was going back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They had you know what I'm saying, white folks trying to get on the land, you know what I'm saying? They know about all that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. My big mama and my grandma, they know all remedies. You know what I'm saying? We had our own little culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to change our whole look, mind frame, how we move and everything. We need to go back, really need to go back to how it was, go back to the basics.
What's that highway that goes from Chicago through Memphis to Mississippi? It's a highway.
Like 57? 57?
Yeah, I thought it was 50 something. 55.
Yeah.
55.
Yeah, they go like St. Louis, or you go take 57.
Yeah. I knew that because a lot of people don't know, like when I think about up north in the South, I think about where people migrate from. Chicago dropped straight dead in Memphis. It's so many people from
Chicago, you know, everybody, you know, Chicago really like connected to like Mississippi and Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Really Mississippi and Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very connected.
Chicago really like the South, but you know what I'm saying? Like our grandparents and shit, you know what I'm saying, from the South.
Yeah, they from Memphis and Mississippi,
Yeah, from up there, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, we got cousins and stuff down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we up here, we all up in Chicago, you know, we got cousins in Memphis. We got cousins in Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? So we all connected, all as one. You know, all of us is one, even y'all, you know what I'm saying? Even y'all my people, though. You know what I'm saying?
For real. That's how we got to look at it. I'm glad you said that, fam. I'm glad you said that. We got to look at us as everybody is family, especially FBA. For real.
Hey, do you have
that's how we got to roll. That's how we got to roll, man. We all got to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we may not all got to, you know, hang around each other or just even kick it or even say nothing to each other, but just stop killing, though. That's the least we can do.
That's a fact.
Gotta show love. We got to show love, for real, bro.
Yeah, show love. Like you say, you see somebody, you know what I'm saying, show love, and I appreciate what y'all doing too, man. Straight up.
Thank you, man.
For real. Stay tapped in with us, please, brother, for real.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, love. Yeah.
All love, fam. Salute. Yeah. No, I give everybody the hand. You gotta get the
hand. Give them the hand clap, man. I'm about to say, man.
The brother gotta get.
I appreciate. Yeah.
Do you want to
appreciate being us all all of us being on the same accord. It's like it's good to have that synergy with everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Feel me?
I appreciated that call I appreciate everybody call. Everybody been calling and tapping in and giving their perspectives, and we hadn't even got to the powernomics conversation, fam. I think that's something we might have to pre-record our reaction to,
Yeah,
because if we did that now, we'll be on here for 5 hours. But I think the people would support and call in and support us even if we stayed on. But I don't know if we have the time. We had
How
one.
do we get around the sabotage everywhere? What he means, like the bucket, the crab in the bucket mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Start small. I like that, cat. Think big and start small. That's what we got to do.
Do you want to accept another call? We got LA tapped in.
Yeah, we can have one more call, man, before we
Slide on.
gonna have to tap out. Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate all y'all vibing with y'all, man. We got to do it again tomorrow. You heard?
It's a Long Beach area code too. Yeah, I think I might have to do that. We might have to pre-record that, or I could do it on my channel or whatever too, though. The Powernomics conversation. You tapped into Water Guy TV and Trevor Jackson TV. What's popping?
Hey, what's going on, Trev?
How's it going, my brother?
Oh, it's going great, man. I just want to call in with a little encouragement for you and Rob. And also, let me tell you something that I found out about the mass deportations of Chicago.
Yes,
they were going to send 200 officers down there, ICE agents, and somebody snitched. From what I understand, somebody snitched and told them what time they were rolling. Right?
Wow.
So they pulled back because they didn't want the officers to get hurt. So it's still going down there from what I understand, but they want to catch them off guard. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes plenty of sense, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so they shouldn't get too comfortable down there. And they're picking this, they're still picking them up.
Yeah.
They're just not doing it on a mass level, but they ain't forgot about it because the Boycott said that he specifically was going to target Chicago first.
Yeah.
But somebody snitched and gave their plan up. So they had to back off. So
somebody snitch would have had to been somebody within the government circle to know that they was coming in the first place.
Right. That's what I was thinking the same thing. Mm-hmm. So they still gonna they picking them up, but they're gonna do a mass thing, but they're gonna catch them off guard. Oh, that's the plan from what I understand.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, I just wanted to call in and say, encourage you guys, man. You know, we are making a lot of progress. I was on especially since we got Kamal and them out of there. We got them out of the paint, man. Everything's been rolling uphill and rolling downhill from then.
Yeah.
I found out something tonight. I was on a program listening to this brother talk, and he said that on Twitter, what's trending right now is a lot of the American Indians and the $5 Indians. They are confessing that they were not the original owners of the land, but the FBA were. Did you catch that?
I didn't catch.
I caught that in Mexico where they were saying that, but I didn't catch that here in America.
Right, it's going on right now. He said it's trending on Twitter that the $5 Indians and the Pretendians are saying that we were the original owners of the land. The FBA's were.
Oh, we got to do something. If you
I just heard that tonight.
If you can,
if you can send us that link.
If you can, when you do get off the phone, can you put the link in the comment section on the YouTube platform that you're watching, please?
Okay, I'll see if I'll try to do that. Yeah. Okay, but I just want to say, hey, brothers, keep the faith, man. I'm a man of faith, so I believe that it was the divine and our Father God that helped us to survive through the 347 years of actual chattel slavery and get us to this point. So I think there's a hidden hand behind the scene, the divine hand of God. And I'm a man of faith.
I agree with you. I got faith tattooed on my hand also. And
I
got a question to ask you before you do go, because I seen the Los Angeles number. Is that where you located?
Yes, I'm in LA. I'm right in the heart of LA.
You know, we got to be concerned about our FBA brothers about the fire.
Oh, yes.
Talk to us
There's some things going on like in the forest areas right now, but a lot of, especially the Altadena area. You ever heard of Pasadena?
Yeah, Pasadena, California. That's where you
Altadena too, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Altadena was where most of the brothers were, and that lived. And a lot of them were destroyed. Several brothers and sisters got burned to death up there.
Yeah.
But the one thing about it, my daughter went to school out in Palisades. She graduated from there. Their high school got half burned down, and they were worried about President Trump funding it because they didn't want to give California no money because they messing up everything. The politicians are just messing up the money out here. But Trump had a meeting at the firehouse in Palisades, and he said he is gonna support rebuilding the area.
You know, I ain't trying to say that I'm for or against Trump, but today when what you talking about, I just got through watching that earlier today. Trump was dead serious about helping the people out, talking about a week is too long and people need to be able to get access to their property immediately. He
jumped in their ass.
He went off on the mayor of Los Angeles, though. I seen
it. And the governor was so scared he didn't go to the meeting. He flew. He was on the helicopter with him.
Yeah.
When he flew from the airport, right? The governor was on the helicopter with him, and he landed at the site, but he disappeared. He didn't want to get roasted like the mayor did.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he must have scared the hell out of the governor. He didn't even go to the meeting.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the governor was trying to front like he was talking smack to Trump, and that's a no-no, right? I think Trump roasted him and scared him.
Yeah.
So he disappeared. He didn't show up at the conference.
Yeah, because those people.
The governor.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
Keep going. I apologize.
Yeah, so he jumped in a lot of those politicians' butts. That was the mayor of LA that said a week, right? But let me tell you something else I found about the mayor. The mayor is not black. She's acting like she was black. She was the head of the Black Caucus for a while with the congressional when she was in Congress, right? I found out she's another one of those tethers. You know what I'm saying? She's not black.
Yeah.
And they doing reports. So they all being exposed right now.
Yeah.
I even heard, Trump called one of them a $5 Indian. Something's going on. Something spiritual is going on.
Yeah.
Right.
They were
ready for
$5 Indians. I found out about that. They pay $5 and they can be a part of the tribe or whatever to get the benefits.
Yeah.
But we are making a tremendous amount of progress. But I'm gonna try to get that link and send it to you. Okay, I'm gonna land my plane right now, brothers, and I don't want to hold y'all up.
Thank you. You have a
God bless you. Thank you, brother. God bless.
Appreciate y'all.
We appreciate
God bless, man. Man, that was a good one.
He always call in and kick game, man.
Queen Glamazon.
Yeah.
Glamazon.
What did she say?
I'm not sure if you heard about TikTok University, but there is over 150 classes that has just started showing up over here after one professor class mistakenly enrolled thousands. Okay.
Wow. Patricia
says she got a video about American Indians. Go ahead and send it to us. We like to support.
Yeah, that was our last caller. I would like to hear her perspective, Patricia's perspective, but please post the link in the comment section so we can see that after the show or whatever, and so the people can
put something together.
Yeah, I want to see the video. Please post it. And I
shout out to Kenton Glover too, because we had some clips we didn't go over, but he shouted me out for it. Well, he told me about the Freedmen's Bank. We'll probably got to do that another one.
Yeah.
But we were supposed to get into the Freedmen's Bank on how we had billions of dollars in the Freedman Bank, but we definitely need to tap into some stuff, man. Get educated, send a message around so we know how to be on code.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, brother. Spread the word. For real.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, salute the black boy, man.
For real. Man, holding it down, standing on bed.
Hey, man, what we got to say in closing, Rob? Because we're getting close to 2 hours. I know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I love speaking to all of y'all, man. Just, the synergy we get from y'all and, how y'all just definitely showing up. I wish we could do this all the time. And be having them on the live. But, man, we're going to be back again sometime this week. But definitely, I appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, pushing us. And we got to stick to unity, sticking together. And whatever idea you got, some of us going to have to push forward. And then we'll come along. People will come support. But don't be afraid to start small.
And that's what's up.
If you use WhatsApp, the call is free.
What is your goal for the subscribers, Rob?
What is your goal for subscribers, Rob? Man, I really want to connect with my people. So what? We got 43 million of our people. And I'm not, listen, I'm just not, I just first want to be able to build unity with my people. So my goal is to be able to be a voice and to have voices, because we want a television. We want to be able to put the right visions in front of our people so they could be successful. So it got to be out of that 43 million. You know, I would just want to, you know, some of our people so we could see their visions and have control over the visions our people see, man. So that's my goal. So my goal for subscribers, I couldn't tell you a number, man. I just love vibing with y'all, like the conversations, and I just feel like it's like family talking to everybody. We got Black Boy, we got Nikki P can be checking me. So it's like just being able to vibe with my people is just something else and do business. Yeah, text me, definitely, Miss Cookie. So I can't even tell you a number, but yeah, the more the merrier. The more I can vibe with my people, man, the better.
Yeah.
Definitely. But man, what you think? What's a goal for subscribers you think, you know, that I should be looking forward to?
Me, personally, I think that you know, the subscribers just contribute to the conversation. And when I say contribute, I mean when Rob goes live, call in and let us know your thoughts. That would, I think, would be healthy, because hearing you verbally and hearing how you feel and the tonality of what you're saying, the passion of what you're speaking with, it goes a long way for the people that's in the chat, for the people that watches the replay of the show. I think just having the conversation with each other and giving perspectives and hearing how you sound and your tonality and everything, I think that'll go a long way also. And you know, the goal for the subscribers would come from speaking and hearing from each other, discussing these topics at hand. That's what I think.
Yeah. Then he said the sponsors. Yeah, man, sponsors got to be. I'm kind of on my Black ownership right now, so it's like definitely the sponsors is going to definitely have to fit what we pushing. You know what I mean?
And you know, like if you running a business or a company or whatever, though, what'd be good for the end of this live that we do every Sunday too, and throughout your show too, Rob, I could create something to where we could promote our people at the end of the live of what they do. You know what I'm saying? And how to reach out to them, how to promote their Instagram, their websites, their email address, and then create a graphic of your logo or the company that you're running in. And we just want to help all people evolve. That's something that we could do also at the end of the show. And at
yeah, because we got an idea. Listen, you know, I talked to you about that idea. We not finna voice it out yet. It's in the background. I think tomorrow, once we get all of the stuff together. You remember what I told you was like, man, don't say it. Once we have, they're gonna be excited to know the stuff that we planning too. You know what I'm saying? And we putting together. So I can't wait to announce y'all some things that we pushing and that we see that, you know what, we can do this and we gonna come together and do this. So we got some good announcements, man, to be made of some definitely some things we're gonna be doing that's for the culture. So y'all look out for that. I'm gonna be announcing that pretty soon, and probably gonna do it on one of these lives. Probably next week. We'll probably have everything together.
That's gonna be a big announcement, because that's a broad. That I didn't even want Rob to tell y'all what he got the idea. Good God Almighty, that idea is dead serious, and we really need y'all participation. And people saying that we need a building, we need a space for us to come and strategize, promote our culture, businesses, and political agenda. That's true. We might need to get a database of numbers and emails and names. What y'all think about that? We can get Rob to start that in his community section. What y'all think about that? That's a good idea. A database for the well, I don't want to say La Familia. What a nationality do say La Familia? That's Mexican behavior, ain't it? For the family, for the FBA, the FBA. Yeah. I can't say the La Familia. That's Mexican behavior. But a database.
Right.
Yeah.
But Yeah, we're gonna announce that this week. We just gonna get everything secure, but yeah, it's gonna be, y'all gonna love it, and we can all be a part of it. It's good because it's like, it's big, man. I can't wait. I told Trev was like, man, you don't know, man, this is
I was
big.
overwhelmed.
So
That was so big. Pause. I was overwhelmed. Yeah.
So we gonna get to it, man. We got some good things we got popping for y'all. But I appreciate all y'all, love all of y'all, and let's just keep it pushing, keep this momentum going. We're gonna be dropping videos this week. I probably ain't gonna go live to probably Tuesday or Wednesday, but be building up, and we're gonna really do it official on next Sunday.
Yeah.
So anything you got for him, Trail?
Hey, I just gotta tell them, stay peaceful, love yourself, and be abundant. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta tell them, fam. You know, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna create the database. I'm excited about that. If y'all listening to the show right now, text that number, and I will put. We already got a list going. We just ain't announced it. I got a list about 12 to 13 contacts of the people that's been participating in this show. I text them.
We can message y'all, email. We can all be on the same accord. So if we want to send a message out to people, and we don't want it to be online, we may want it to send you something like, hey, man, we meeting over here, or we doing everything. We want to keep all our people locked in. So we
FBA, we're gonna create a FBA text group also. You know what I mean? That's
everybody in there, certified. Everybody who's certified. So look at Miss Mickey Jones. Good night, Miss Mickey Jones. Good night, everybody, man. Patricia, Gary, Black Boy, Wonder. We appreciate y'all, man. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
We gone. Salute.
What is the definition of freedom, justice, and equality for the black man, and where and when is it to be attained?
Well, take equality first. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad doesn't teach us to associate equality with whites. Equality has nothing to do with whites. We don't want to be equal with the white man. He's not the criteria or yardstick by which equality is measured. He's not in a position to tell us we are equal. It's not his right. It's not his to do. Equality, we want equality. We had equality before the white man was created. We had equality before the white man came into existence. And we want equality whether the white man is on this earth or not. Equality means the opportunity to develop all of our dormant potential, all of our dormant capability. And in developing this dormant capability, the right and the ability to stand on this earth on some land of our own and bring about a civilization and a society in which we will be completely independent, complete freedom to take care of the needs, to take care of the wants and the likes and the dislikes of our people, to establish our own nation, our own society, our own heaven, our own future. This is what we mean by freedom, by equality, and justice means as you sow, so shall